Today I'm putting 3 of the fastest AI money making methods to the test because I'm running out of time. My girlfriend's birthday is in just a couple of weeks from now and I want to get her the perfect present, but I'm challenging myself to make all the money for it only using AI. So here's the plan. I'm taking 3 of the fastest AI money making methods that people online swear absolutely work, and I'm running them head to head to see which one actually gets me there the quickest. Every dollar I make goes straight into a birthday fund, and if I don't manage to hit my goal before the countdown ends, I cannot afford to buy the gift she wants, which means I'm kind of screwed. So let's see which of these methods makes me $1,000 the quickest and whether or not I can pull this off within a given time frame. The first method I'm going to be trying is selling AI generated websites to beauty salons. I think they really care about how they look, and we can give them a nice little polish on top of what they already have. The second method is selling a custom GPT clone to online coaches, consultants, and course sellers. And then method number 3 is going to be selling an AI receptionist chatbot to home service businesses so they can book more appointments and make more money. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is day 1 of the challenge and I better get my act together and set priorities fast. Otherwise, we're gonna be eating McDonald's at my girlfriend's birthday and she's not gonna like that. So what I'm gonna do first is, instead of start building different AI systems, I'm gonna prioritize getting leads and starting my outreach so I can get some sales calls booked in. I head over to this platform called Apollo and I did a bunch of targeted searches to find the people I'm looking for. So this platform has this huge database of information from business owners. One trick that I have under my sleeve, just to make sure I keep the costs down, I found this other platform called Ample Leads, and it's pretty much gonna allow us to download the personal contact information of every lead that you see in this list for about 1/5 of the price that it would have costed me if I was to get them directly from Apollo. So all I have to do is copy this link right here, head over to Ample Leads. I'm gonna paste the URL. I'm gonna write the number of leads that I want, which is 1800. And of course, our first list is beauty salons. So I'm gonna click on start scraping, and then I'm gonna repeat this process. Okay guys, so I have bad news and I have good news. I'm gonna start with the bad news first. As I was sitting here waiting for Ample Leads to generate the leads for me, I reached out to a friend of mine who's a big fan of this platform and he's using it all the time, and I asked him, bro, like how long is this going to take? And he said it can take anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days. I was like, oh my God, bro, I can't wait like 2 entire days for this. And then he hit me with the good news. It actually turns out it's 20 times cheaper than Apollo, which is a good thing. While I was waiting, I did 2 things. The first thing I did is I wrote down the entire copy we're going to be using in our email outreach to reach out to all these people. I wrote 3 messages for each offer. So our first offer, the AI website, our second offer, which is the custom GPT, and then our third offer, which is the AI chatbot receptionist. I wrote down this so we have it ready. So by the time the leads are finished, we can really quickly set up our email outreach and start getting some, hopefully, responses from people. And then on top of that, I went ahead and I created this AI system inside N8N, which pretty much the way it works is we're going to give it the list of the leads that we have generated. It's going to verify each email to make sure it's actually correct before we start doing the email outreach to these people. And then on top of that, it's going to go through each person's website and it's going to write a personalized icebreaker message. So when our prospects are receiving our emails, it's going to look like we actually spent 20 minutes for each person going through their website and collecting information. Okay, so this is day 2 of the challenge. I woke up this morning to this. As you can see, 2 of our 3 lead generation requests are actually completed. So hopefully by the end of today, we're going to have some emails going out. One of our requests is still in queue, so that's going to take a little more time, unfortunately, but I'm going to start with 2 ones that are actually finished. The beauty salon. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to click on this Google Sheet. And as you can see, we pretty much have thousands and thousands of people's emails, phone numbers, LinkedIn profiles. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pass the leads through my lead personalization system so we can craft the personalized icebreaker, because when you're sending an email to someone, they can see the subject line and maybe the first couple of lines of your email. And I think if that's super personalized, maybe it's actually going to help with more people clicking on it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna copy the URL of this list, and then I'm going to paste it inside this form right here. And then I'm also going to write the beauty salons, and then I'm going to click on submit. After this is done, I'll do it for the other two lists as well. And then we're gonna be setting up our email outreach, and hopefully we can start getting in front of some people by the end of today. So, you know that line by Mike Tyson, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face? Well, today I got punched in the face. This system that is supposed to personalize the icebreakers for our email outreach didn't work, and I had to spend my entire day trying to fix it. The good thing is that now it works better than I thought it would work in the beginning. So this is like a killer system that I can take as it is and sell it on its own and probably charge like hundreds of dollars for it. The bad thing is it's, as you can see here on my phone, 9 p.m. So took the entire day away from me. I still managed to hit my goal because I told you guys earlier that today my goal was to have my first outreach campaign going. So I'm gonna activate it right now with you because I want to also show you the copy that I have. But you can see some of the personalized icebreakers. I noticed Pure Energy Hair Studio really leans into relaxed modern salon feel, and I've been following how salons in New York boost client experience lately, so I thought I would reach out. So in my view, that's a killer icebreaker first line to include in the email. So as you can see, the way the sequence is going to work: hi, first name. This is where the icebreaker goes. The outreach is pretty much ready to go, so I'm gonna save this. So each campaign is gonna be reaching out to 350 people per day. Now let's go ahead and launch it. Right after we launch it, let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's been a minute, and as you can see, we are starting to get our first wave of responses. Our online coaches campaign got 5 replies so far. Our beauty salons campaign got 8 replies so far. So in total, we have about 13. We haven't really made any significant progress in terms of results. I mean, we haven't booked any sales calls. We haven't made any money, and we are kind of running out of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a few additional campaigns targeting different industries with different offers. What I'm particularly interested in trying out is taking this entire client acquisition system that we built for ourselves, that finds the leads, researches them, writes personalized icebreakers, and then sends out emails. And I'll try to sell this system to online service-based businesses. One of my ideas is to actually target like video editors, video production companies, marketing agencies. I think these online-based businesses are more receptive to this sort of marketing. And on top of that, I mean, if you think about it, this is the number one problem that businesses are facing. They all need more clients. So I think this offer appeals to them directly. I'll launch a few more campaigns, and then hopefully we can get some positive replies to them. So I have some very exciting news I want to share with you. We launched our outreach about 3 days ago, and after getting rejected over 31 times, 31 people told us to piss off, we finally got 2 positive responses, 2 leads that want to take the next step and are interested in what we're doing. So I'm very excited about that. This is our biggest win yet. You can see this first guy told me that he's interested, he's just not available this week. And what I try to do in my response is try to convince him to get on a call with me this week instead of the next one. So I'm gonna double down on what works. I'm gonna create new campaigns with the same offer, targeting the same avatar but in different locations so we can do more volume. And then I'm going to pause the campaigns that are underperforming, and I'm expecting to have our first set of sales calls booked in over the next few days, I would say. At the end of the day, this was the hardest phase that we had to go through so far, but we hung in there. We tried to remain objective and calm, and it starts paying off. Okay, so I have some very exciting update to share with you guys. We've been doing outreach now for the past 5 or 6 days, and I think we're very close to signing our first client. This is a lady that got back to me at like 1 a.m. in the morning. We've been chatting on email. I'll try to get her on a call with me, but she's telling me she's busy and she wants to hear more about the offer first. So I told her about it. She told me that she sees the value. She's asking me to like skip to the proposal part. So we're very close to signing her out. I took some time and I created this proposal deck on Canva. And then I filmed a 12-minute long Loom video and I emailed it to her. Right now for her it's nighttime, so I think by the morning she's gonna see it and she's gonna get back to us, and fingers crossed she tells us yes. And then I suppose after that we're going to hop on a call together. We're gonna go through some details and then finalize the contract, and she's gonna pay me? I don't know, let's see. Okay, so I have a major update. This lady saw our Loom video and here is her response. I love it. I'm happy to have a chat. And then I tried to invite her on a call again. And because she's in a totally different time zone, I know there might be an issue. And I told her, hey, let me know if the times don't work for you and then I'll see what we can do. And then she pretty much told me that, yes, your times aren't going to work for me, but she says, I'm keen to continue and let's email it out. So she pretty much wants to continue our conversation through email. She gave me a verbal yes, and she said that she wants to move forward immediately. There are some additional negotiations that she wants to go through, which I'm kind of like addressing in my response. So I think this lady is gonna close out. I'm 90% certain. Also just prepared out the entire contract. So the moment she sees my message and she gets back to me, if she likes the pricing, which is $1,000 up front and then $239 per month, then I guess we're gonna have a deal. I'm waiting for her response, and then we've gotten a few more interested leads. As you can see, this gentleman right here, his name is Anuj. He's telling me, hey, happy to hear about it. My number is in the signature. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Mr. Anuj a call right now, and let's see if this guy is actually interested in working with us. Let's see if he actually answers. Come on, Mr. Anuj. Okay, so Mr. Anuj is not answering his phone. What I'm gonna do is wait a little bit and then give him another call, or maybe follow up with him tomorrow. I'm also gonna respond to him here on the email. So I ended up booking Anuj on a call. So our call is actually in like 35 minutes from now. So I'm super stoked for that. Also booked in another gentleman, this guy right here named Daniel. He was interested. I booked him on a call. The problem with this guy is that he's scheduled for like next week, which is suboptimal. We're trying to compress time so we can make $1,000 as quickly as possible, but it's a call nonetheless. And then before I show you what I prepared for the call, this lady that we were chatting with and she was super interested, I had her on the hook. She's kind of like ghosting me right now and she's delaying her responses a little bit, and that's kind of normal in the type of sales we do, selling AI services and automations. I think we're gonna do fairly well. If this guy Anush has the problem we can solve, which he clearly does because he wouldn't have booked otherwise, and he has the money, if we can build a little bit of trust and relationship with him, I think we're gonna close him. Hey Anush, what's going on?
Hello. Hello. Yeah, so I teach negotiation and influencing. That's the primary skill I teach. I don't pay any setup fee. I'm okay with 12%. I'm willing to pay you 12%.
I don't like to do business like that. It's too risky for me.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's up to you. It's
All right.
up to you.
Well, is that it?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Okay, if you change your mind, let me know. You know where to find me.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you too, man. I appreciate that. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
So I just finished my call with Anush. This was our first sales call yet, and it's kind of been a disaster, I have to say. I spent 50 minutes on a call with him on Google Meet. He was very interested. We were having a good chat. The moment I told him the price, which is not really even that expensive, he completely lowballed it. And Indians, they already have this notorious reputation for being like hard to negotiate with. But on top of that, this guy was like India's final boss because he's also a negotiation coach. So I don't really appreciate that. He gave me like a complete lowball offer for $100 up front, and initially I wanted 600. So I declined his offer. I could have closed him if I was willing to like completely disregard all of my profit margin, but I wasn't willing to do that. I think we're gonna move on and we're gonna find a better client to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little upset right now. This guy treated me like this is the Grand Bazaar in New Delhi or something. This is not it. I'm selling a legitimate service on the internet that's actually going to help your business grow. We have the next call lined up in the coming week. We're still waiting for Amber to get back to us with the proposal I sent her. And I think we're going to book a few more calls in the coming days. But this is a frustrating process to say the least. So it's been a couple of days since the last clip. Now it's a new week, Monday. I have a new call lined up with a guy named James, who's a marketing agency owner. I don't think I've shown you me booking this guy in, but so far I think we booked 3 sales calls. And we also had that other lady that I'm still chatting with her, by the way. So I just finished my call with James. This was the second call that we got on so far. And unfortunately, I didn't close the guy. Although he was super interested, he had the problem that we could solve for him. He had the money for it. His excuse was that the timing is not right because he's leaving for holidays now and he didn't want to start this new initiative until he's back. The good thing is that we booked in a second appointment, like a follow-up call for the 29th. So I'll end up closing this guy, but it's just not going to happen in our time frame. But it is what it is. I mean, if you zoom out and you objectively analyze my situation, we've gotten on 2 calls so far. We launched our outreach 10 days ago. We've booked 3 or 4 calls so far. We've run 2 of them. The first one was just not the right type of client. The second one, the timing wasn't that great. We're still dealing with that other lady. There's another call that I have lined up for tomorrow, and I'll probably book a couple more calls today. So we're not in a terribly bad situation. Obviously, I would have loved to move faster. So I think we have a deal. As I was sitting here multitasking, trying to film out a little short Loom video for this gentleman right here who wanted to learn more about our services, Amber got back to me and we were going back and forth negotiating. She had a bunch of questions and she finally told me that she wants to move forward. She's ready. So I sent her the payment link on Stripe right here. So $9.99 upfront one time and then about $200 per month. And then also send her the contract that she's going to have to sign just so we're aligned on the expectations. So this is pretty much a waiting game for me right now. This lead is on the hook. I'm 95% certain she's gonna close. But you know, guys, one of the things that I've learned in sales and in business is that money is not really yours unless it's in your account. We've been doing outreach. We started it 12 days ago. We're about to sign our very first client. So we are achieving successfully our challenge. We made $1,000, or we're about to make $1,000 in less than 2 weeks. And the beautiful part about this, guys, is that once she sends over the payment, she signs the contract, then we have a bunch of other opportunities in our pipeline as well. I have 2 calls lined up for later today. I have these leads that I'm trying to book right now. So they're probably around maybe $8,000 or $10,000 in our pipeline as opportunity value. Maybe we can capture like 30-40% of that. So within the next 2 weeks, we can make another $3,000-$4,000. And the truth about this whole challenge, guys, is that it wasn't really that hard. Yes, it did require patience. I had my moments of frustration and disappointment. Right as soon as she pays, I'm gonna go ahead, get my girlfriend a present. And I'm super happy, man. I'm proud of myself. So guys, the fight still goes on. I just got a message from Amber saying that before she moves forward, she wants to first hop on a quick call with me and go over a demo. So we're still in the trenches. We don't have a signed deal yet, but this is what we wanted since day one. We wanted her to get on a call, so now it's our chance. And I feel like she's committed to this. She's emotionally invested. She spent a lot of time going back and forth with me on email. And I think all she needs is a little bit of a subtle push to move forward and make the decision to join. So if that's what it takes, a call, let's get on a call with her right now and make it happen.
So let's finally get this sorted. So you're going to have to start from the very beginning for me. That's cool. Love it. I'm sold. I'm still going to negotiate on the price, but I'm sold. Can you send me through a WhatsApp message once it's been done and I'll come back in and sign in and have a look?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm sending it to you right now.
I sent her the payment link again, and then here we have it. We have successfully completed our challenge. Within 2 weeks, we've made $1,000 with AI. Let me refresh this because this is absolutely real. Here we have it, and then let me also go to the homepage so you know this is not fakery. like a lot of people do online. So there you have it, guys. This is as real as it gets. So what is next for me? Well, my girlfriend is going to be coming to my place later today. Her birthday's on Tuesday, so a couple days from now. Now I'm gonna drive to the mall. I'm gonna get her some presents. I have a few things in mind I want to buy for her. I'm gonna surprise her, and then I'm gonna be taking her out for dinner. So after I found the fastest way to make $1,000 with AI, I was able to buy my girlfriend 3 presents just before her birthday. The first one was a $15 candle that smelled absolutely amazing. The second one was a $60 beauty kit, and last but not least, I got her a pair of $200 pearl earrings that, just between us, she's probably never going to wear. Then we finished the night by going out for a nice steak dinner, and all in all, I ended up spending less than half of the money and added the rest of it in the bag. By the way, if you want to make money with AI and you need all of my resources, tools, templates, and secret sauce from this video, as well as an in-depth course on how I built and sold this AI system and other ones, check out the first link in the description and join my community.